Hello and welcome back to my channel, and today we're taking a look at Lords of Fallen, or of the Fallen, I don't know, one of those. So this is the very new and fresh Souls-like game that's dropped now. It's on Steam, and surprisingly enough Steam said that, hey, since you played Warframe, you might like this game. If you actually follow this channel for a while, you know I've never played a single Souls-like game because I don't have the patience of the gods, nor the skill of the second part of the gods to actually suffer through that. Just no. And what I do want to have is a look of how this game runs, because even though the game is getting 9.8, 9.9 in terms of every gaming outlet reviews that this is the best game ever since sliced bread, quite a few players are complaining about the game performance. Now, there's been a couple patches that's been released, obviously, that are addressing these issues, and even devs themselves say, hey, maybe you're overestimating your PC. When you set the graphics, allow our game to scan your hardware and set the best settings for you. There's a setting for that. We're not gonna do that, obviously. We're gonna go as it is. Before we jump in, the minimum requirements for this game to be run is a GTX 1060. Yes, you heard me right, 1060, and the recommended one is an RTX 2080, which by itself is not exactly a huge requirement to begin with, you know, at least for full HD, but we're going with a 4K. So, here's the settings we're going to be running on 4K full screen. Vertical sync, I cannot toggle this. I don't know why. FPS limit is unlimited, but the vertical sync just stays on. No idea why. I've tried full screen, windowed, full screen exclusive, borderless, and it just doesn't do that. Apart from that, we're going with the graphics preset on Ultra, so everything's cranked up, as you can see. You can see we're getting 37 frames here. Now, if you use auto set, it's essentially going to put the game as recommendations, but we're not going to do that because I want to see the actual raw performance of the 4070 Ti with this game. And you can tweak any settings you want later on as well. Also, while 4K and the main screen getting 37 frames is kind of weird. Anyhow, let's jump in and have a new game. I'm gonna die, you're gonna laugh, we're gonna have a good time. And to be fair, the audio or the music is disabled in this video for YouTube purposes, but the music is good. Like it's actually good. Like the soundtracks I've heard is glorious. So let's launch it and see where we get here.
Glorious, forgive me. I'd steer this weapon of deliverance to a worthier servant than I.
Never possessed the metal for this, Crusader. You failed.
Well, the cinematics are actually good. Right, what is this? Is the character creation. Next? Oh, okay. Yeah, next. Fine. Okay, I look glorious already. Look at this. Yeah, perfect. Play. Play? Press and hold. Okay. There we go. Well, so far so good, but to be fair, the fact that vertical sync is enabled by default and you cannot toggle it is a little bit odd.
Lo, the latest receiver of his grace.
Is that Alucard?
Great potential dwells within you, doubtless, for you to be chosen thusly. And so does Aureus' wisdom guide my hand in the bestowment of this subsequent boon. Your flesh has been made sacrosanct with the mark of the Dark Crusaders. Prove yourself worthy of this gift. Seek me in the bowels of the bridge. Our work is of the greatest import.
Looks like the game is about to actually start. Good. So far it looks not too bad actually. All things considered, slightly under 60, fair enough. And are we in? We're in. We're in and we have 30-ish frames. Okay, so what do we have? We're pulling 9 gigs of allocated video memory, 10 gigs of actual RAM, and we're getting 30 frames with no DLSS, everything's on native and ultra. And honestly, it's kinda nice. I mean, the tutorial's kinda not allowing me to see the right hand side of the screen, but maybe I need to press all the buttons. Okay, 33 frames is not enough for this. Aha, a roly-poly. Well, usually the Souls-like games, as they've been called, they have iframes or invincibility frames, which probably this roly-poly will use. I'm not particularly knowledgeable in Souls-like games, so, you know, don't hold it against me, but I am willing to try. Okay, let's go. For a heavy attack. Okay, come here. Well, that's enough for me, honestly. I am not cut out for games like this, like, at all. I get too frustrated. My first question usually is, why can't I just have a gun? You know? Just one of those things, really. Okay, we have someone there. Secret boss fight here? No? Yes? Perhaps? Is that a soul? I mean, graphically this game does look nice. Even though we're getting 30-ish frames. I wonder if we actually go for the graphics and use auto set, what's gonna happen. So if you hit auto set, it apparently benchmarks the game a bit for you, scans the hardware and sets it what it needs to be. So graphics settings, custom, view distance, low, high, low, high. Wow. And we have gained a couple frames here. Okay. Wouldn't say that visually it changed too much. I think they took away the shadows quite a bit. Because now the game looks way brighter than before. Right, okay. It's more snappier though, which is good. Okay. Press to lock onto a target, move ZX to switch between targets. Aha, multiple targets. Great. Well, this control scheme is definitely for I would want to say a controller rather than a PC, but hey ho, come on. They hit me while I was roly-polying. I mean, that is glorious indeed. Wooden cross, okay. This tutorial is literally getting on my nerves. Go away. Like, no. Show me once and go away, literally. Just press delete sprint. Oh. Okay, we're sprinting. Tutorial, are you happy? While sprinting with V, press F to jump. Glorious. Perfect. I have the feeling that was supposed to happen anyway. Oh no, they have added the tutorials into the places as you progress, so you can't actually get away from it. Great, instead of the enemies killing me, I'm gonna actually kill myself by jumping down. And people are wondering why I'm not playing these games. It's a skill issue, it's not a game issue, you know? I'm not blaming the game. Game's probably fine. When locked onto the target, oh my dear lord. How do you heal though? Guess like this. Okay, so this is 49 frames with these settings, which is essentially balanced. Okay, let's enable DLSS on quality. See what happens. Yeah, apply changes. And since vertical sync is enabled, we're not pushing past 60, but we are at 60 now. So I can see a pretty good amount of smearing. Huh. Well. Go figure that out. Okay. Inventory, right. Okay, this is pointless with DLSS on some obscure low settings. Let's go all the way back to Ultra. Ranged combat. Oh my lord, I need to go to like Souls like game university. How do you disable this? Ah! All this stuff. I know that seasoned players probably are laughing their asses off right now at me, but you know. Well, scary monster, I don't want to go there. This is a nice mechanic. Well, on the bright side, I am able to kill the weakest of the enemies, so that's good. Ah, no. Go away. Leave me alone. These tutorials are killing me more than the game. Guys, you who play these games, and if you have patience for this, you the real MVPs. I'm telling you. Right, you know what, guys? I think I'm done here. It's been 13 minutes. So the game performance. There will be some patches coming out, nevertheless. The game is running kind of fine-ish on native 4K, but to be fair, as you saw, everything cranked up, no DLSS. We do get about 30-ish frames. So that is one of the things you probably kind of need to keep in mind. In regards everything else, so as you can see, so it's about 30-ish, everything cranked up. So I would say probably 4K for 4070 Ti in this game is not exactly the way to go, because you are dropping frames, and you know this game do require you to have a responsive gameplay, as your life physically depends on it. But if you're just here for a good time and stuff like this, I wouldn't say that ultra, medium and low has too much of an impact graphically, unless you're literally just, you know, counting pixels and looking for that eye candy. But outside of that, I would say this probably is a decent Souls-like game. The reviews are in, and you know, people who play this game, they say it's kind of good, some call it boring, but again, I don't have an opinion on this, because as you see, I'm not exactly a Souls player. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching, and I hope you will survive this tutorial hell, because it is indeed terrible. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Over and out.